What's the word?
You're not grumpy, Stefon, but what is the mood just around the team right now?
Well, we had a short week. Can't really do too much when you got this short week. You don't have the 24 hours that you would typically have when your game is on next Sunday. Kind of got to just get over it. Kind of like less than 24 hours, 12 hours to really soak in. Okay, we did some good things, we did some bad things. Take what you took from the game and trying to just carry it over to this week and trying to capitalize. We didn't finish that well in the red zone. We had some turnovers, so trying to just protect the ball and do the little things, get back to being us, and that's going to be the keys to victory.
Obviously, you played Lattimore and their
Yeah.
DBs. They have good secondary. Just kind of what stands out about their talent and the way they play.
Shit, he one of the best corners in the league. They've had some of the best back end for a while now. They're well coached. They got great athletes, so it's definitely going to be a challenge for us as usual. Week to week I get challenged each and every week. I get the best guys every week, and it's never to no surprise. So it's something that we all look forward to, especially myself, and you just trying to come out with a win.
A lot of the guys have been saying similar things about the belief in this team and that it's strong, that this is a solid team, and that the recent results are not reflective of the team that you are. Knowing that you've got the national stage on Thanksgiving with the opportunity to prove that, is how big of an opportunity is this for this team to kind of reinforce that notion to everyone else outside?
I mean, for me personally, it's not nothing that you reinforce to anybody else. You reinforce it to yourself, as far as like you believing in yourself, and it needs to translate. You know what I'm saying, as far as like changing the narrative of everybody else, it's a week-to-week league. They love you and then they hate you, so it's not something that you can get caught up in. But as far as like personally and yourself and your team, you want to win. So to get back in the swing of things and get back in the win column is always going to be good. You know what I'm saying, and that's the only way that you can kind of get the ball rolling is by stacking wins, not getting close. So in my opinion, it's not so much changing the narrative for everybody else, because everybody else doesn't come to practice with you. Everybody else doesn't watch tape with you. They just, see the ending result. So for us, get back to being us and just, grinding out wins the way we know how and playing our type of football. So that's how I feel.
Afterwards, Josh said maybe he needs to start forcing the ball your direction. We understand how unselfish you've been all year, but is there some sort of a balance there between maybe trying to get you going a little bit more?
In my eyes, I'm trying to be the best teammate that I could be, trying to be the best receiver I can be. And as a receiver, like I said, you need a lot of things to go right. And when those things go right, of course you're going to want the ball. But for me, in the situation I am now, I kind of said it a couple of weeks ago that I know who I am. I know what I can do. And I proved it already. You know what I'm saying? I don't really live in the past too much. But I want to be that spark for my team, and I want to be the reason my team is catching momentum. I believe that I can do that, and I believe in my ability. So as far as getting the ball or not getting the ball, I can only do but so much. So I kind of control what I can control, and when I'm given opportunities, I'm gonna take full advantage. But yeah.
You're on pace for 100 catches or 102 or something,
Yeah.
which would be the second most of your career. Do you feel any internal pressure because of the gigantic numbers you put up last year?
Nah, we were a pass-heavy offense last year. I always look at it as kind of like the situation. We were throwing the ball a lot last year. You know what I'm saying? I don't know how many targets I had per game, but you knew we were going to throw the ball a lot. You know what I'm saying? The ball was going to be tucked around. And this year, we got doing things a little bit differently. I really don't try not to get too much into it. So as far as just doing my portion and doing my part, I never feel pressure. I'm not even a guy that get nervous for games, because I always believe that, I'm prepared. I worked for it. I know it. I know my job. I know what I can do. I've caught this ball a million times. That's why I don't get nervous, because it's like I played this game. I've been playing this game for a very long time. So it's not nothing, but to be surprised about. I get excited. I get, I don't get overwhelmed, and I don't think about it as pressure. I think of it as a moment for me to take advantage of. And as my teammates know, and they know me, they know I thrive in those moments. I look for those moments, because it's somewhat of like a little bit of adrenaline rush too, because in the heat of the battle and the moments where your teammates are looking for you, or they're looking for somebody to make a play, I always want to stand up all the time.
Going back to Josh's comments after the game, saying that maybe he needs to just try to force it to you more. What is the balance of this notion of take what the defense gives you, but also recognizing that usually good things happen when you get a chance to make a play on the ball.
Yeah. I kind of look at it as like I'm not the first receiver to get XYZ coverage. I'm not the first receiver to get doubled. I'm not the first receiver to go through these little, when teams have, the schematically, they try to stop guys. So just got to be able to, be in a situation so Josh feel comfortable and, forcing the ball at the right times, you know what I'm saying, when I got 50-50 balls or when I'm in a situation. So it's more so putting everybody in the right spots, you know what I'm saying, so he can force the balls. Because, of course, I don't want him forcing me the ball when, people are draped all over me. But when you get a chance, of course, I'm going to want an opportunity. But for me, I try not to put too much pressure on him because it's so hard being a quarterback, he needs a lot of things to go right as well, like coverages or X, Y, Z. So for me, as far as like with him forcing me the ball, everybody knows it's no secret that I want the ball. But I'm also stuck between a rock and a hard place. You got to be a good teammate, and I'm willing to get guys open too. You know what I'm saying? I'm not a selfish guy. I've never been that guy, but I want to win. And if we're not winning, of course I'm gonna have a problem with it. But for me, I work for that. You know what I'm saying? I feel like I put in enough time, and I'm an unselfish guy. So I want to win, and if we're not winning, hopefully we're doing whatever we need to do to put us in the best position. So.
We had some big games against the Saints in the past. Do you think
maybe
back on
one.
that at all?
I don't look back on it too much. I try not to live in the past too much because that was a whole different circumstance, different situation. Even in the past, like I was on a team full of loaded with talent. So similar to now. So for me, just like when I go into a game, I want to go in with the mindset of get open and catch the ball. You know what I'm saying? Do your job, and everything else all the chips gonna fall where they lay. As far as like with my teammates, I kind of look forward to kind of giving them some juice, like trying to get Beasley going, trying to get E going, because they're hell of a players, and part of me doing my job is helping them get open or taking the top off here and there, and X, Y, Z. So I try not to just focus on me or me more so what's in the best interest of the team, and if it's me getting somebody open or me catching the ball, I don't want to do it.
What do you think about that play, though, Stefon? I mean, that's like one of the highlights of the NFL in the last 5-10 years.
Yeah. I think about it maybe a couple times a year now, just because around the time, when the playoffs come and they run it back, they'll bring up some of the highlights from the past, my play, Demaryius Thomas play, just a couple plays like that. And for me, something I'm always be looking back like, damn, like, I'm going to tell my kids that one day. And they probably won't believe me, but I'm like, look, we got some video of it. So something that I always look at it like, damn, that really happened at one point. Now I'm trying to focus on something a little bit bigger. So for me, I think about it like this, damn, that was amazing. That was a blessing. But then I also be like this, damn, you was close. We lost an AFC championship that year, and that's something that sits in the back of my mind too.
Just for Thanksgiving with your brother playing at 4 and then you playing in the afternoon or later in the day.
Typically, when I was in the league by myself, my mom would probably come to my game. But seeing that my mom is she's going to sit on the couch for this one, watch the game with my nephew, Aiden, and just, I guess she cheer both teams on just because, I would feel away if she shows a little favoritism on Thanksgiving now. So she's going to just watch the game at home and cheer us on from the couch. So hopefully we see her soon after that. But it's a family day and, we in different places.
Split jersey or something.
Yeah, that split jersey. No, I just want my jersey worn.
The balance of primetime stage, coming off a tough loss.
Yeah.
Focus, trying to be aggressive again, while not trying to do too much as a team, not just individually, but just as a team, balancing that.
For me, from my perspective, I try not to get into the X's and O's of it. As far as like, I can't imagine how hard it is as a coach. You coming off a tough loss, you want to bounce back, you get a primetime game. It's a perfect opportunity, especially for your team, and it's more so how we gonna bounce back. And as a player, for me, it's more so like play your best when you're back against the wall. You know what I'm saying? Of course, people going to count you out. Of course, X, Y, Z, but I'm never on the woe is me. I'm never looking for no sympathy. I'm more so like I done had my back against the wall plenty of times. You know what I'm saying? Coming out on the other side is what matters most to me. So what a better opportunity. And as far as like being aggressive, you don't want to stop being you. You don't want to go into a shell of being conservative or being X, Y, Z. You make your hay by, I guess, sorry, but letting your nuts hang. Let your nuts hang, play ball, play free, and, being you, play with that confidence, because that's our team. You play with confidence, you play with juice, you're prepared, and that's how you go play.
So many times.
It's all good.
how deep this offense is.
Yeah.
What does Matt Breida bring to it?
Oh yeah, you see, we got a little spice in there. We had a little 22 in there. What I say. We got a lot of talented guys. We got so many talented guys that can do a lot of different things. Like Matt Breida brings a little bit more of an element, something that maybe Zemo or Motor can't bring. You know what I'm saying? He brings a little bit of this, a little bit of that. Like they all got different games, but as far as like on offense, we got so much talent that you throw a guy out there. To everybody else, he's a surprise. And for us, we've been seeing him all camp. We've seen him all season. So it's like we just got a lot of talent. We just got to figure out a way to get everybody involved and get everybody active.
How do you balance, being aggressive and then also not doing?
I can't really hear you under your mask. Sorry.
I'll just shout. How do you balance playing aggressive but not doing too much and getting out of your own character?
Well, they say like don't get cute. Like you know what I'm saying, when you get opportunities to take a shot, you take a shot. You know what I'm saying? It's more so opportunistic than anything. Like you don't want to be too aggressive when it's not there. You know what I'm saying? But when you get an opportunity, be aggressive. You know what I'm saying? Take those shots because I feel like it also softens up the defense a little bit. Like this, all right, they haven't been known to take shots right here, but they took a couple shots in the game, so why not? Be alert of it. You know what I'm saying? Or maybe it'll open up some other things. So, old school coaches don't get cute, but when you get opportunities, you know what I'm saying, take advantage of them. And when they're not there, just play it safe. You know what I'm saying? Take what the defense give you, and who move the chains.